This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Tonight on The South Today, American Pulitzer Prize-winning musician Kendrick Lamar continues his Australasian tour at Dunedin's Forsyth Bar Stadium. The Finance Minister is in Queenstown with some simple advice: think more like you're in Auckland. And Dunedin's environment may get a little cleaner with the addition of a new air quality monitor. Kia ora, good evening, I'm Melissa Barton. American Pulitzer Prize-winning musician Kendrick Lamar continues his Australasian tour at Dunedin's Forsyth Bar Stadium tonight. Promoters estimate around 16,000 tickets have been sold for the event, and the atmosphere in the town has been building throughout the day.
Lining up for a Pulitzer Prize-winning rapper. Some of these fans have been waiting at the venue since early this morning and are ready for the rigours of being up the front in the mosh pit with thousands of other music fans.
Mosh pits can be kind of scary because everyone's jumping and around you and stuff and pushing, but hopefully it won't be too bad. Give a little push back.
But that's what we're here for, you know, the atmosphere, yeah.
I think everyone in Dunedin is pretty respectful of everyone's personal space. Been to worse.
I reckon the security guys have it under control. I mean, should be all good.
Some fans have been queuing for more than 12 hours to see Kendrick Lamar, the first non-classical or jazz musician to win the Pulitzer Prize for Music since the awards began in 1943. This woman is one of the first in line and says she's not going to budge, come hell or full bladder.
Yes, I'm not leaving the front at all.
More than 16,000 people are expected at tonight's concert. The fans in line all agree it's worth spending the day lining up in the hope of securing a good spot inside the stadium.
So we can get as close to the front as possible. Been here a long time.
I don't know, just get a good spot. Yeah.
We want to be as close to the front as possible. Pretty much.
Rapping rose to popularity in the late 1970s and early 1980s, beginning in the Bronx in New York. Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five's The Message was one of the earliest tunes to cross over into the mainstream. Hip-hop is generally mainstream these days, and the legacy continues tonight with Kendrick Lamar, touring his latest release, simply called Damn. In Dunedin, The South Today.
Potential links with an earlier Dunedin dairy robbery on Sunday night could hold the key to tracking down the offender responsible for an armed robbery at the Elgin Food Market last night. Police responded to the robbery at the Maryhill Dairy, where a weapon was presented and the offender fled on foot, then got into a vehicle. Police say they're making inquiries into whether the robberies are linked, but at this stage aren't able to confirm anything further. The Finance Minister is in Queenstown with some simple advice. Think more like you're in Auckland. It's one of the strongest pieces of advice Grant Robertson shared at a meeting today.
Speaking in Queenstown today, Finance Minister Grant Robertson offers solutions for the growth issues facing Queenstown.
The way we need to think about Queenstown is more akin to the way we thought about Auckland than it is to some of the smaller regions of New Zealand, because of the high growth area and the kinds of pressures that we face.
He addressed residents at 360 Crown Plaza and says despite a slight dip, the economy is growing steadily.
So the economy is projected to grow at around about 3% over the next 4 to 5 years. It will dip a little bit below 3% this year, but over 2019 and 2020, most forecasters are saying that we will achieve around about 3%.
Robertson admits it's slightly under where predictions were under the previous government, but says it's the sort of growth that's envied by other countries. In Queenstown, The South Today.
A senior fire officer is praising members of the public who rallied to help at the scene of a fatal Dunedin crash yesterday before emergency services arrived. Fire and Emergency New Zealand Senior Station Officer Mark Leonard says several members of the public had provided assistance, including initial first aid for the person in the vehicle. He says other members of the public also worked to try to stabilise the crashed vehicle to stop it from tipping over. A motorist died after a late model Nissan Leaf electric car hit a pole near the top of Stewart Street. The police serious crash unit is investigating. Dunedin's environment might be set up to get a little cleaner after the addition of a new air quality monitor on Albany Street, and it could be the start of a network of similar machines across the region.
The Otago Regional Council has just installed the region's first PM 2.5 air quality monitor. It's preempting a possible shift in the national environmental standards for air quality that was set back in 2004.
It's probable that we will be moving to a 2.5 standard. So we wanted to get in and see what that would look like for our towns and cities across the region.
The PM 2.5 measurement means all particles that are at or below 2.5 microns. Mills says Dunedin's air has improved greatly in recent years.
It used to breach those national environmental standards. Those standards are all set with limits that are applicable to protecting public health, because of course we breathe all those particles.
She says the particles can come from factory emissions, car exhausts, truck tyres on the road and even pollen. Mills says while the machine could lead to further improvements of the city's air quality, it doesn't come cheap.
This particular setup, the monitor itself, very high-end electronics and software, $50,000. Enclosure and setup and all the rest, probably another $10,000.
Based off the findings of this piece of equipment, the ORC will look at putting in another research-grade installation in Alexandra in the coming year. In Dunedin, the South Today.
Still to come on the South Today, bickering flatmates attract an armed offenders call-out, and we take a look at an exhibition at the Invercargill Public Art Gallery that is cloaked in an air of mystery.
Step into Shop on Carroll and discover a shop full of treasures. We have a fantastic range of vintage and retro clothes, upmarket clothing labels, collectible items, beautiful jewellery, quality linen and the best range of vintage haberdashery.
Oakley's Bathroom Solutions is locally owned and operated and is a name that has become synonymous with bathroom excellence. Exclusive to Oakley South Island, Danish design Vola, the modern day tap, remains a desirable choice. For over 140 years, the team at Oakley's has provided the highest quality bathroom products and plumbing supplies. For intelligent advice and smart service, come talk to the team or visit oakleysplumbing.co.nz.
They've been moving earth for nearly 30 years. Locally owned and operated, Hall Brothers Transport is your one-stop shop when it comes to demolition, site clearance, recycling buildings, chipping trees, earthworks, drainage and roading. Nothing goes to waste. Hall Brothers Transport can get the whole job done from start to finish, no matter how big or small. Give them a call on 4771 141 or drop into 26 Creswell Street behind the railway station. That's Hall Brothers Transport Limited.
If you're at risk of developing melanoma skin cancer, you owe it to yourself to have a mole map. Mole map is coming to your area. Phone today to make an appointment. It could save your life.
Locally owned and operated Roslyn Mowers and Heating are warming up for winter with a range of Massport wood fires. For obligation-free installation quotes, sales, building consent assistance, and after-sales service and parts. That's Roslyn Mowers and Heating.
If you're at risk of developing melanoma skin cancer, you owe it to yourself to have a mole map. Mole map is coming to your area. Phone today to make an appointment. It could save your life.
Being a big softie takes training. I've gone to great lengths to become even softer, while still being strong and reliable. The new me is bigger and softer than ever. Cotton Softs. Softness and strength you can trust.
Garrador Dunedin, delivering quality stylish garage doors in Dunedin for over 15 years. New doors, replacement doors, repairs and maintenance are all part of Garrador's quality service. Garrador Dunedin offers a full range of modern quality doors to suit any home. Come visit the team at 553 Kaikoura Valley Road. Visit www.garrador.co.nz or call us on 488 5676.
helping New Zealanders to do more. Talk to MTF today.
Too late to sow seeds? Don't despair, the solution is at hand. Call Ready Lawn today for your year-round lawn needs. Call now on 03 486 1819.
Stay warm this winter with Alistair McCann's Wood and Coal door-to-door delivery. You don't have to lift a finger. Call Alistair to order today on 454 3592.
At the Hard to Find Bookshop, we sell quality books on all subjects from the rare to the recent, and where viable, we will come to you. We have a great reputation for integrity and honesty, so if you're downsizing or sorting an estate and have books to sell, contact us.
Welcome back. A dispute between flatmates in Dunedin resulted in an armed offenders squad call-out in the early hours of this morning. A police spokeswoman says they received a report of a dispute on Lee Street about 1 a.m. Police monitored the situation and entered the property at 4 a.m. The armed offenders squad assisted as a precaution. A 21-year-old man was taken into custody without incident. He was charged with threatening behaviour and is due to appear in Dunedin District Court on Friday. There's an element of mystery surrounding the latest exhibition at the Invercargill Public Art Gallery. The exhibition, titled Untitled, Undated, Unknown, features works from the gallery's collection, all of which are missing some vital information.
Little is known about the works decorating the walls of the Invercargill Public Art Gallery. The gallery's new exhibition features works which have been recorded as being untitled, undated or by an unknown artist, or for some, it's all of the above.
Sometimes information just gets lost over the years, so the gallery's been collecting since well before 1951, and just over the years different cataloguing techniques, and also staff leaving with a lot of institutional knowledge that's in their head rather than written down can cause the same thing to happen. And also some works, like untitled works, are often untitled on purpose, so artists may choose not to give an artwork a title.
Brown said some people had their own ideas about the origins of the unknown art, which may go towards solving some of the mysteries.
One of the things that we always want to do with our collection is to further research the works and get more information about the works that we have in our collection. So having them on the walls just means that if anyone does know anything, it's a great door opening for that process to begin. It's just cool to let people come in and be able to be investigators, I think, and do a bit of research.
She said with only one of the works having been displayed since the closing of Anderson House, the exhibition gives Invercargill residents a fresh look at the collection.
This one's been quite interesting, I think, because a lot of the works probably haven't been seen for even longer than the closure of Anderson House. Some of them I've never seen out in my time at the gallery. So we really also wanted to make it a exhibition that was new for the people of Invercargill to sort of see something they haven't seen for a long time.
People looking to help solve the mysteries surrounding the unknown works are being encouraged to attend the exhibition, which will be open until the 4th of August. Sharon Rees, The South Today.
After the break on the South Today, kids of all ages flock to the annual Great Rangiora Kids Fest market for bargains galore, and it's week 1 of the Super Rugby playoffs, with the Highlanders getting ready to battle the Waratahs this weekend.
Oakley's Bathroom Solutions is locally owned and operated and is a name that has become synonymous with bathroom excellence. Exclusive to Oakley South Island, Danish design Vola, the modern day tap, remains a desirable choice. For over 140 years, the team at Oakley's has provided the highest quality bathroom products and plumbing supplies. For intelligent advice and smart service, come talk to the team or visit oakleysplumbing.co.nz. If you're at risk of developing melanoma skin cancer, you owe it to yourself to have a mole map. Mole Map is coming to your area. Phone today to make an appointment. It could save your life.
Helping New Zealanders to do more. Talk to MTF today.
At Ellis Campbell Menswear's knitwear clearance. Buy one, save 25%. Buy two or more, save 33%. That's a third. Lots of New Zealand made and imported quality garments. Wool mix, pure wool, 100% merino. Merino cashmere. Merino possum. Heavy work fisher knits. V-neck, crew neck, quarter zip, button collar, full zip. Plain stripes, argyles, ferrules. Self patterns, you name it, even some ladies' colours. Knitwear clearance. Buy one, save 25%. Buy two or more, save 33% on all of them. Ellis Campbell Menswear's, 3 stores.
Helping New Zealanders to do more. Talk to MTF today.
If you're at risk of developing melanoma skin cancer, you owe it to yourself to have a mole map. Mole Map is coming to your area. Phone today to make an appointment. It could save your life.
Locally owned and operated Roslyn Mowers and Heating are warming up for winter with a range of Massport wood fires. For obligation-free installation quotes, sales, building consent assistance, and after-sales service and parts. That's Roslyn Mowers and Heating.
Stay warm this winter with Alistair McCann's Wood and Coal door-to-door delivery. You don't have to lift a finger. Call Alistair to order today on 454 3592.
They've been moving earth for nearly 30 years. Locally owned and operated, Hall Brothers Transport is your one-stop shop when it comes to demolition, site clearance, recycling buildings, chipping trees, earthworks, drainage and roading. Nothing goes to waste. Hall Brothers Transport can get the whole job done from start to finish, no matter how big or small. Give them a call on 4771 141 or drop into 26 Creswell Street behind the railway station. That's Hall Brothers Transport Limited.
At the Hard to Find Bookshop, we sell quality books on all subjects from the rare to the recent. And where viable, we will come to you. We have a great reputation for integrity and honesty, so if you're downsizing or sorting an estate and have books to sell, contact us.
Step into Shop on Carroll and discover a shop full of treasures. We have a fantastic range of vintage and retro clothes, upmarket clothing labels, collectible items, beautiful jewellery, quality linen and the best range of vintage haberdashery.
Too late to sow seeds? Don't despair, the solution is at hand. Call Ready Lawn today for your year-round lawn needs. Call now on 03 486 1819.
Welcome back. The day dawned bright for the latest edition of the annual Great Rangiora Kids Fest market on Tuesday. All ages flocked to the market in the Rangiora Borough School grounds to see the stalls and grab some bargains. The stalls were run by local children who had been busy in their school holidays with crafts, baking and sweets and cleaning out old toys, books and clothes. One of the most popular items was slime, with several stalls selling it. There were even buskers performing to keep the crowd entertained and a quad bike safety display. The Highlanders are hoping for a better showing in Sydney this weekend as they prepare to take on the Waratahs in Week 1 of the Super Rugby playoffs. It's the 5th season in a row the Highlanders have made the playoffs, with the week's clash shaping up to be a high-scoring encounter.
For a team that's leaked 445 points this season, the Highlanders can find some solace in the fact their opponents for this weekend have conceded just as many. The Waratahs have finished top of the Australian Conference, but despite their defensive frailties, they've scored more points than any other side in the competition.
Yeah, man, it's going to be a massive game in Sydney. Yeah, like I said, we're playing half the Wallabies, and they've got some class acts in that team that can scare you a bit.
The last time the two sides met back in May, the Sydney side has proved too strong, winning 41-12, and the Highlanders have hardly been in vintage form in the last few weeks either.
Yeah, we've put out a couple of performances that we probably aren't really happy with. We want to go to Sydney and play 80 minutes, and if we play 80 minutes like I think we can, hopefully we can get that result.
The coaching staff have a full contingent to pick from for the quarter-final, with all the side's All Blacks now having completed their mandatory 2-game stand-downs. But with the Waratahs, the only Australian side left in the competition, the Highlanders are under no illusion the trip to Sydney won't be easy.
They've been playing really well. They've earned the opportunity to be in the quarters and have earned the right to play one at home. So we go away and look forward to the challenge, but they're a pretty big adversary and they're playing well. They're top of their comp, so it's going to be a tough game.
The team leaves Dunedin tomorrow, with the match scheduled for Saturday night in Dunedin, the South Today.
And now recapping tonight's top stories on the South Today. American Pulitzer Prize-winning musician Kendrick Lamar continues his Australasian tour at Dunedin's Forsyth Bar Stadium tonight. Speaking in Queenstown today, Finance Minister Grant Robertson is advising locals to think more like Aucklanders. And Dunedin's air could become a lot cleaner after the addition of a new air quality monitor on Albany Street. And now a look at what's happening in tomorrow's ODT. Welcome, Phil Somerville.
Yes, hi Melissa.
Hi,
it's a fresh day tomorrow. There's a fashion story on the front page, interview with a young person going down to the Hokanui show in Gore. Also a story from Charmaine Smith. She writes, former food writer and lifestyle editor, writes once a month a column, and she's interviewed a couple of Syrian refugees on what it was like as a refugee when food was really short, and that struggle, and what it's like in Dunedin and the struggles there. Things like eggplant that they're familiar with are certainly quite expensive in this part of the world.
Yeah, they're even a bit more expensive than avocados have been lately.
Yeah, and yes, there's also plenty of recipes, of course, in the wine column, and a big extract from a book about coffee, best coffee places around the world, including many in New Zealand, but none were picked from Dunedin.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's no good. But
coffee's one of those everyday foods that you need.
Now, Queenstown, there's the story on the airport proposing new noise boundaries, i.e. more noise further out, which will obviously affect a lot of residents. That's, of course, because of the pressure as the airport expands and demand to fly into Queenstown soars ever higher. The dairy robberies and thefts in Dunedin are a concern, and we've talked to one dairy owner who thinks that really it's not worth the risk, and she thinks it's time she got out. So has been a series. They may well be linked, and hopefully the police will be able to catch the people soon.
Yeah, I mean, it's sort of one of the old Kiwi institutions is popping down to your local dairy. Yes. It'd be sad to see them start to disappear.
Yes, they have over a long period disappeared, but they're sort of stabilised at a certain level, and they're an important part of our society and our structure. To sport, we have got an interview likewise with Glenn Delaney, the defence coach, talking about why they're leaking so many tries at the moment. And there's also a chat with Aaron Smith about the finals. Of course, he's had plenty of experience of that in his illustrious career with the team. interesting story from the north end of town and the students. One electricity retailer, popular with students, has a free hour of power. And,
yes, I've heard about
this. Yeah,
this.
Most students seem to take it between 9 and 10, and I think the network suddenly gets overloaded, and you can imagine what happens then. So I haven't seen the story, but I saw it on our list, and that little issue's being checked out. Thought I'd finally mention the editorial tomorrow about that fantastic event, the FIFA Football World Cup. Also comments on the fact that it was a massive win for Russia and for Mr. Putin. And so, you know, politics and sport, whether we like it or not, sometimes they do mix, and Putin's gained a lot of prestige and power from that, as he has from his meeting with President Trump today. So that's in the paper tomorrow too.
Wonderful. Watch this space. Thank you, Phil. And you can catch all of that in tomorrow's ODT. And now it's time for a look at tomorrow's weather.
Tonight's weather proudly brought to you by Molmap.
Looking at the situation, look out for some rain at the weekend with a period of strong to gale-force northwesterlies. But until then, expect it to be mostly fine with pleasant temperatures. Heading down south, moderate westerlies are the order of the day. Balclutha, Catlins and Gore reaching 11 degrees, while Lumsden is 1 degree warmer on 12. To Central Otago, expect light to moderate westerlies with temperatures ranging between 9 and 11 degrees for Alexandra, Queenstown, Tiana and Wanaka. Heading the north, people in Oamaru and Timaru should expect northeasterlies and highs of 13 degrees, while residents of Twizel and Amarama can plan for light westerlies, lovely clear skies and a high of 11. Here in Dunedin tonight, clear and cold with an overnight low of 2 degrees. Tomorrow's fine and sunny with some high cloud, pleasant temperatures, light north to northeast winds, a high of 13 and a low of 2 degrees. Then on Thursday, expect a high of 13 and a low of 5. And in Invercargill tonight, fine and cold with an overnight low of 3 degrees. Tomorrow, Invercargill's in for clear skies and cold temperatures with a high of 12 and a low of 5. Tomorrow, expect a mix of sunny periods and some clouds at times, moderate westerly winds, pleasant temperatures. And northwesterlies freshening on Thursday with a high of 13 and a low of 8. That's our news for this Tuesday. For the latest news from the Southern region, you can follow us on Facebook, YouTube and at channel39.co.nz. For full stories, check out www.odt.co.nz. Have a great evening, take care, ka kite anō.
This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.